Gordon's got the ground game. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
50. Ready. White 25. Get that quarterback.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice little juke. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They find some open field here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A quick throw there out to Williams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, it's Mack. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's go. Ready. Flag. What you got? You got three down.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And this is Latimer. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. And he fires one incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Winston. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Out of his end zone, Winston. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
54's Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 9. Winston on the screen. Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 3 catches, 91 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here, because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Gordon on 1st down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic.
From the 44, Winston. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On second down, it's Mack. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Latimer's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready, flag 22. 54 miles. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Let's go.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the complete.
That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott to throw it. And finding Davis here, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go!
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Ready, blue way. Here we go, D. Double time, double time. Three down. Here we go.
On first down, Mack. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On 2nd and a yard, Winston. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Marlon Mack.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Hey, ready? Black, we do that. Down to lose one. Joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Again, here's Bernard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
52, 52 the mic.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Prescott from the gun on third. And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it here with Bernard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Winston now from the 50. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott. The open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And again, it's Prescott. Gets it to Gordon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Ryan Allen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Gordon. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. We got three down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete.
Get ready.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
And New York set to take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A draw play. Bernard. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick throw here to Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jets, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.